You know, I thought I actually had to restart this all over. Turns out, no. I just had to use, which is not very easy to do, either the L or R button, hold it together with the, so you can stay in place. Because I was trying to watch this one guy do it. I know it's not really to spoil myself, but it's doing the same exact puzzle I'm doing right here. And all it is to get to is just a chest. I thought maybe there was more, that there was, uh, you know, because I was doing it before and I saw it and then I thought I kept watching it and said nothing about doing this. Okay. So this is what you got to do. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. Let's okay, right back. So yeah, strobe light warning. If you or someone who suffers from epilepsy, please adjust your brightness levels. You know, or both of you suffer from it, or skip ahead, or whatever. I mean, you know, when it comes to that point, when it comes to lighting, um, you know. Anyway, and this is not for kids. So, anyway, this is DbdKmp. I mean, hello guys, my name is DbdKmp. I am the best noob in the house. And anyway, in the last episode, we were trying to figure out how to beat this, I think, or something. I forget what we were doing. I do know that the next area is very, very tough to do. So, what we want to do, and it doesn't really matter which spot you take. Okay? What it matters is you do this, take this, and you might be thinking you're supposed to do this. Well, you are supposed to go forward. But here's the thing. Okay, you gotta hold down. No, that's not it. Okay, maybe it was the R button. So hold on the R button with the control pad, and there you go. That way you don't have to move in order to do that. You're gonna have to move it again, but at least, but the first thing is to do is so you can move at least one of the pots over here, because ta-da, it opens up the door and it keeps it open. Now you might have seen me do that quite a few times. There you go. Found light potion. There we go. And so if you don't do that, see, otherwise, okay, this is what happens if you put stuff down. Okay. So I can go back through here because I have something on the door, but that's not it. I mean, even without that, I still could have put it, oh, but it wouldn't have stayed open. We needed a pot, so we needed to do it with R, with the R button. So I thought it was the L.2R button. I'm sorry, it was the second time I've had to try to do this because the first time I actually successfully did it, I thought it was the L button or whatever. Anyway. But either way, we found it out, so what does it make a difference? Okay, so, you know, see, now I can't get back out. And if I move it like that, then I can go ahead and do that. Now, I've already beaten the boss, so we're pretty good. pretty much a lot of times these enemies are gonna avoid you. Even bulls and stuff like that. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they will. That's their percentage ratio. But it depends on how high you are. They don't really care. Yep, I used the dark key. There's no point in opening up bushes and stuff like that unless there's something there. Now, see, here's the thing. We could go up through here, but we're not. Because we're not ready for that area yet. I mean, yeah, you could go mow it down or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that. You're just seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. I'm just cutting down bushes. And those are for puzzles. Anyway, I was on the right track when it came to what I was doing. There was one key element that was missing to finish up that puzzle, and that was to use a combination. So if I remember correctly, I believe... Hold on. Where's the... Yeah. I have strong and poison. There is other equipment I do not have. There's no sense in buying it unless you got a bunch of cold gold or something. And I bought... There is... Hello there, which spell do you want? Now, there's no point in getting it. Because... Yeah. Can't use the spell. So, even though I may have the gold to buy it... I do that. And there is a limit in the system, so that's another thing. If you don't know about the limit, then I guess you can do that. I would only recommend buying so little anyway, for the time being. Any other game, I would just do it anyway. Also, depending on what my knowledge is. So yeah, there is a limit on how much you can put in the storage. Right now, we can have as much as we want to, up to a certain degree, for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip forward. And, yeah, I tried to change my name, by the way. It wouldn't let me have my name. Apparently, there's a 5-letter character limit, by the way. Character, basically, is, basically how many, letters you can put. You can put numbers or whatever, but as long as it's up to 5. So maximum, I guess, fix. It fits. I could have put max but the U didn't fit. It wouldn't let me have max So, believe me, I tried. I wasn't in control there, by the way, just if you didn't know. So let's see. That earthquake was a pretty big one. Yeah, I'm not going in there. Not falling for that trick. I'm gonna guess at some shops. Tee. Is that really a reference to Sakode? Anyway, welcome to the Granny Spell Shop. Hey, here's some more, well, I can... Can't have Spark. So the only two I can have, no, yeah, they'll have some of the same, but then there's more. So, I could wait till I come here. Either way, I could still have the spell that I don't have, which will be going to a character that, I don't know, I don't have yet. But we will be getting characters. But either way, sorry, but I refuse to go into a church. The only time we'll do that is if we have to, like, to lift curses and, revive people when we're out of revives. Or at least until we start getting to the point where we can start doing that. My grandpa said that a massive fish in the Cape caused the earthquakes. Is that true? This is the proper voice, Jack. Anyway, because this is a kid, not a damn adult. The adults say that's wrong, but I believe my grandpa. Okay. That old man's crazy. He says a catfish causes earthquakes. That's just nonsense. But what causes earthquakes anyway? Is it a giant man stomping or something? Ooh. Sounds like something foreboding or foreshadowing. And just like, in other words, that's probably clues that you probably wouldn't know about. Anyway. A master catfish going mad in the lake cave. Cause earthquakes. Us adults don't believe me. That's the proper voice for that. This one says great tea. It gives energy C. Again, because they're old. Hi, Maxim. I didn't know you were in Sundeltan. Yeah, I just arrived not too long ago. Hello, what would you like? Okay. I've heard that there's supposed to be something to do with, those items are for later, so we're not going to get them now. Did you know a huge catfish makes earthquakes? See, proper voices. Duh. So let's see. We could rest. But we need to do some battling. So we're gonna go back and forth here. I need to leave. They always say it's okay. I mean, you know you're a kid. I'm called by our work. But legend says the catfish monster lives in there. So an old man in the square started to say things like that as catfish caused the earthquake. It's such a problem, you know. The kids started to believe what he says. Wait, the kids? The kids? But aren't you a kid yourself? I don't know, it's so confusing. I don't know. You see some of the models are like somewhat confusing, but you can definitely tell the difference of what their height are, and you know, because it just makes more sense than that stupid, ugly crap that people put out on the internet. You know, it's just to give a woman a womanly voice instead of sounding like they, like they're not. Do you know about capsule monsters? Oh, no, I don't actually. Oh, you knew that? Oh, what? Oh, you. What? What? That makes no sense. Why am I pushing no? If that refers to yes, it doesn't make any damn sense to me. Can you believe that? I had to do that twice. I wasn't even sure. I thought I was pushing it wrong, to be honest with you. Anyway, they're friendly monsters who join you in battle and help you win. People say up to 7 capsule monsters will join you in your journey. I hear there's a capsule monster called Fumi in the woods around here. I came here to find that capsule monster, but it's very hard. Fumi Woods is north between Sundeltan and all the lands of the kingdom. I wonder where exactly. Oh, okay. See, I've heard that there might be something like that, but I didn't know there was. I didn't pay attention to where they did because I try to get try not to pay attention too much because it's not my thing. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh god, we gotta be careful. Ooh, blue jelly. Ooh, yeah, new enemy. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. And no, I don't know where it's at, so don't ask me. What? Wait. What did I say? Hi there. It's a thing called Pieces at Night. Are you staying over? There are lots of earthquakes these days, so you may wait. So you might wake up in the middle of the night. Yes, that's fine. Okay. That was kind of strange. It did. You know. Anyway, so let's go see the. Let's go see what we can get in our hands on. See, we pretty much need some better armor and stuff. So I'm gonna try to get some better stuff. I'm not sure if Sundeltan has a better armor shop. There we go. That'll do enough for us. Of course we're gonna get into a fight. I didn't want to get into a fight. Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright. Well, you know what? screw all buying a bunch of damn stuff. I'm just gonna buy some armor, I guess. No? Nothing? Oh, here's a shop right here. Hello? What have you got in mind? Ah. Okay. Battle knife. A dagger. The dagger is better? Yeah. Anytime you see it where it has stats across there, and yeah, if he gets on his knees, that means he won't equip it. I just figured that out, just in case you're wondering. So you can't wear a frock, you can wear a cap. So we can only choose so much because that's quite expensive. We don't have a lot of money. That's why I try not to spend a lot, which means we can't buy a bunch of stuff. Small shield. I guess we'll get this height armor for now. And yes, we can equip it, unlike in the other game. I teach battle secrets. What do you wish to know? About IP, okay. That's what it said. Listen carefully. The secret of combat is controlling rage. When you're damaged by the enemy, or your rage increases, this is IP, okay? Also, some weapons and you're missing a D there anyway. And armor can produce special effects when you use this IP. For example, among the goods in the shop, the battle knife and the frock have IP. The battle knife IP damages enemies vulnerable to lightning. Frock IP restores HP. In other words, don't buy equipment just because it has greater attack or defense powers. Huh? What's important is what kind of IP the equipment has. Okay. Even strong enemies have their weaknesses. The key to winning in battle is to be equipped with weapons that have IP that can hit the enemy's weaknesses. When you're shopping, place the cruiser, okay, on the item you like and press X to see a description. When you see an IP mark next to the item, press the control pad right to see the description. It's very important to know which equipment has what IP. Well, that doesn't really save you any gold anyway. Okay, so see, about IP is what we just did. Now, how to use IP? You can use IP only when actually fighting battle. Listen, press the I don't know what they have a dash anyway. Control pad. That's not what you do. You don't push the whatever the hell that is. Control pad. I know what it is. It's a dash, but you know whatever. I mean, I may be a noob, but I'm smart, you know. Down to see the IP list of the equipment you're using. Choose your IP from the white ones. Blue means you don't have enough IP points. When you use your IP points decrease when you're hit by enemies. IP points increase. When you use your IP points decrease. I screwed myself up the right way. When you're hit by enemies, your IP points increase. So that's what they're missing there. That's also what kind of threw me there, and I didn't realize it at the time. Anyway, use IP as much as you want against strong enemies. This is the key to victory. That's not necessarily true. Because here's the thing. Well, it sounds like it's useful. The problem is that it'll take a while for it to build up. So it sounds like one of them limit breaks I've heard about. Alright, now we're doing a lot better. Hell yeah. I can't be one. I'm gonna say I know easy enough to figure it out. Eagles will do it to me. So you see, that's the thing. You don't want to go continue on. Wow. Let's get the hell out here. Oh, that's a new enemy. Now the thing is, that may reset. So we're just gonna go. At least you know, because that's where we gotta go ultimately. But for now, let's get this done. I think we have to reset that, redo that every time. So I want to go find this Fumi Woods while we're at it. I always feared the bridge would fall, and it did with so many earthquakes. We can't fix it. So this is a way to go to the next area, but we can't do nothing about it, I guess, until we beat the next dungeon. Oh no. There you go. That's a spider. It's going to be a little bit of a longer episode because we're looking for... Come on now. Just die already. God, you loser. You would think that would mean anything, but it doesn't. Ah, there's a bat. Okay. You met the woman, huh? What did you think of her? Didn't you feel she was different? Maybe, but I don't really care. See, the whole point is to, yeah, these guys are nothing now. I can basically one-shot these dudes. The more higher it gets, the more better off we are. Oh, Maxim, thank goodness you're here. I had this weird feeling about what? Well, I had this feeling that you were going away somewhere. Silly me, it's nothing, forget it. So, what was it you wanted to do? So, the thing is that I've heard that she disappears, and that you can actually get her to be in your party forever or something like that if you want to. In the reimagining, which I've never even heard them reimagining. I never even heard of this game before. When you're tired, yeah, we don't need any rest right now. Well, maybe we do. As a matter of fact, increases HP to maximum. So, even though it's a life potion, it doesn't really bring you back to life. There we go. Now, what does this do? Increases strength. There we go. So, we probably shouldn't be using these, but whatever. Another thing you should know though, as well, is that if you use the arrow, that's right, the key item arrow, whenever you bring it up, it uses up your MP. The reset does not. Just like you'll find that other tools in this game I've heard so far, which I don't know what they are, I don't want to know, they don't use up your MP. So that's that then. Alright. And that's all the time we have for this episode. The next episode, we'll continue on through Sundeltan. And that's it. Later. This has been DbdKmp, the best in the house plays Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrials. Later. You know, I wonder what it would be like if we... Nah, I don't know.